time just to chat with you guys. This is my favorite part, is to just talk with you guys. So while they're setting up, getting the magic happening with the video, and hopefully it's a very, very strong projector because the daylight is streaming in. So we'll just do our best with it. But for the time being, I know a lot of you had some questions in the panel that you didn't get to ask because we ran out of time. So let's talk a little bit. I can tell you about stuff that I'm working on right now. Some of it. Some of it I can't. You know how it goes. You know what they, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. So let's talk a little bit. Who's got a question? Yes, sir.
All right. I read online that Bleach English Dub is going to be stopping at episode 138. Are you guys still going to be working on it?
I'm sorry, that the Bleach episodes are stopping at 138?
That's what I heard.
Really? News to me. To be honest with you, I don't follow, I don't really know. I don't follow, like, how far are we going and when are we stopping. I just show up and I do my job. I haven't heard anything like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I do know that Ikaku has some very cool stuff going on. Bunkai. Yes. Oh, dude, don't ask me. Absolutely. Yeah, he just did his whole backstory where he, where he like meets Kenpachi and wants to fight him, and then he doesn't even want to advance in rank because he wants to serve under Kenpachi. So yeah, we just did some of that stuff. I'm very excited about. Thanks for asking. I wish I had an answer for you about the episodes, but I don't know for sure. Yes. Fairly, yes. That's a great question. The question was, that's right, you didn't hear the question. Thank you. Okay, the question was, you're a fairly religious guy. How does playing characters like Kurt Weber in Full Metal Panic, Kurt's the pervert, how does that affect you? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because I look forward to the opportunity to address those kind of things, to talk about that. Because you're right, my faith is very, very precious to me. It's very much the foundation of my life. And I'm just a dumb guy who does my best, and I make mistakes and I make bad choices sometimes and the right choices other times. Just because I say I believe something doesn't mean I always do the right thing. And you know what I mean? A lot of people, as soon as you say, well, I'm a Christian, or I have faith in God, they think, oh, well, how dare he act mean, or how dare he get upset, or I can't believe he calls himself a Christian when he, whatever. Well, I didn't say I was perfect. I just try to do my best, And let me say this about roles that I have played. The first thing is this: I'm an actor. It's called acting for a reason, because it's not you, it's a character you're playing. If I could only play characters as an actor that are me, I probably wouldn't get to play many roles, you know what I'm saying? If you only played things that were your personality or your beliefs or whatever, you wouldn't get many opportunities. But then it wouldn't be acting either, because it's just you doing you. But an example that I love to use in this, as an example of this, is like in a church play. If you're going to do a play at church, like a passion play, somebody's got to play Judas. Now, does that mean that this wonderful deacon of your church who's served there faithfully for 30 years who plays Judas. How dare you? You betrayed our Lord. No, it's acting, and he's pretending. And it's the same way with Kurtz or Edward Elric, who is quite agnostic and quite bitter about what happened to him. That's cool. It's part of the story. It doesn't mean I believe what Kurtz believes or live the way Ed lives, but it's playing a role. And the other thing I want to say about that is this. They're just cartoons. I mean, when it's all said and done, right? We're all smart people here. When it's all said and done, they're just fiction. They aren't the kind of things you should pattern your life by and, oh, well, so-and-so did it, so I do it, or whatever. There are much better things to base your life and your beliefs on, and so I would hope that people wouldn't take them terribly seriously. But I do have very, very deep faith, and I try my best to make. You guys will never know how many roles I have passed up because I just could not in good conscience play this character or be a part of this show that is very gratuitous in some of the elements of the show. And so there have been a lot of shows. In fact, to the point where there are directors who'll be working on a show and will be like, hey dude, how come I'm not in your show? What's up? I'll be like, yeah, what did I do? You know, why am I? And he'll look at me and he'll go, you don't want to be in this show, babe. Trust me, I know you. You don't want to be in this show. And they won't even call me to audition because they know that it's not something I would feel comfortable doing. So there is a fine line there. And there are many Christians in the business. Caitlin Glass is a very dedicated Christian. Johnny Bosch is a Christian. Lucy Christian, ironically, was a Christian. It's not just the last name. But we all try to navigate the waters as best we can. And as in your lives, I'm sure you come across things where you make value judgments and decisions all the time. Sometimes you make the right one, sometimes you don't. But we do the best we can. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. Yes, sir. Yes.
I started watching Full Metal Alchemist with subtitles, and then I saw you in Anime North, the panel there, and everyone had so much fun that I switched to watching the dub version just because it seemed so much fun to meet the voice actors and everything. Yeah.
Are you enjoying the dub? Thank you. Oh, awesome! Thank you. My gosh, what an honor. You know, when there are shows that are really amazing, the shows that were when they were done in the original Japanese and they're really amazing, you're always worried about how well you can do. You know, you want to do them justice, and you want to do hopefully at least as good as the original. And so to get those kind of comments from people who are like, I've always hated dubs, but I like yours. And I mean, that's kind of the nicest thing people can say because we want them to be enjoyable as the original. So that's what we work for. Yes, my dear.
I know if you got the chance to play Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, would you do it? And second of all, would you please send a terrible towel from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers! You know it. I love you. I will always sign terrible towels. In the land of the Cleveland Browns, I'm waving a terrible towel. I could be shot right now. Oh, cool. You know what? Let me tell you about Brotherhood. Turn around. Let me use your back. Turn around. We are very excited about Brotherhood. There is no official word yet. I think everybody knows, thank you, sweetie. I think everybody knows that Funimation has the license because they're streaming the episodes, which they couldn't do if they didn't have the license. So I know that they've got the license. So the question is exactly what